All right, what up? What up? What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Lokario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Hold on. We got some more people in the building.
This nigga K-Zag with the worst sports teams ever.
we got Miles Cunningham in the building. We got Steve the Dean in the building. We got Professor Rich in the building. We got K-Zaggett in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to April MC in the building. Unique 79. Shout out to you. AT, Uncut Dating Truths, Joe K. You feel me? Explode. D is in the building. Slime Peso, Random Exposer. What's going on? Joe Blast, what's good with y'all, man? So, today, we're going to talk about a title that you're doing way too much to attract women, all right? And how to make the game simple. You feel what I'm saying? Because, I'll get all you guys' opinion on this, and y'all could chime in and all that other good stuff. And guys, remember the calling number is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Donations rules still apply. So if you want to call in, make sure you hit that.
Donate, then call in.
Exactly. Donate and then call in. You feel me? So that's how you guys got to do it. You feel what I'm saying? But we're going to get into this. So I titled this, you're doing way too much to attract women. How to make the game simple. So what do I mean by just doing too much to attract women? One of the things, for example, when I say guys are doing way too much to attract women, in which they don't really necessarily need to do, is, let's say, for example, some guys think that they need to have a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of flashy shit, in order to get a girl. You feel what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is you're doing way too much. You don't need all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So you trying to bring a bunch of situations to the table. You trying to get a girl in 10 steps and you could get a girl in 2 steps. You feel what I'm saying? So you're like, I got to get all this extra stuff. Or you might go on it and I know K-Zag can talk about this a lot, where he's like, y'all be going on all these goddamn dates and y'all just trying to smash. So you might go on 3 dates to try to smash, but you're doing too much.
Facts.
You can just hit her up, FaceTime the girl, tell her to come through to the crib, and then have some sex with the chick. You feel what I'm saying? So we want to give you guys some tips on how to do this so you're not actually out here doing too much goddamn shit. But what's your thoughts on all that stuff, man? Anybody?
I'll go first. Well, my thing to your point is what guys don't understand. Mm-hmm. When you introduce that extra shit into it, that becomes something that the woman covets. She begins to desire that thing. Mm-hmm. So an example would be this. If you, let's say you actually have sex with a chick.
Right.
Okay, just hypothetically speaking. But then you start having her spend a night, you start taking her out on dinner dates, and you've known her only for a couple of weeks. What's going to happen is her spending the night, waking up to you, spooning with you, taking a shower, and going out. She's going to covet that more. So what happens is when she deals with you, the sex is going to be put on the back burner, and she's going to want to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with introducing those things later on down the road. But in the beginning, these women ain't worth all that. You know what I'm saying? A dude be giving girlfriend treatments to, it's like this. It's like you a PhD nigga and you dealing with a GED bitch. She ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, you giving her all this shit, you know what I'm saying, just for some sex, and you can just man up and just say, however you decide to word it. You know what I'm saying? Because, dudes like to say, well, should I use X-rated language or R-rated? Use whatever you want. Just make sure that you get the point across to the woman that you desire her for sex, and either she will or she won't. But after that, just move on to the next one if she ain't with it. But all that extra shit, all you're doing is stubbing your toe.
Right. Real talk. What's the rest?
Well, I want to say something real quick. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Professor Rich, what up? Steve the Dean, what up? Lokari, what up? K-Zag, what up? Now, I want to say something. I noticed that it's more shit getting accumulated in that corner in K-Zag's house right there. First it was the TV that didn't work. Now he got some. What is that, bro? What is that? A painting of what? A Black Panther? Were you trying to show homage to Chadwick Boseman, nigga? Like, what?
No.
Y'all stupid.
Nah, I'm fucking around. But okay. What I want to say seriously about the topic though is that guys need to learn how to because we talk about one-itis a lot, right? So I think guys need to learn how to like spread that energy. Because the thing is, when a chick is feeling you, because all right, here's the thing. We'll tell you guys this, but y'all niggas will not believe the shit, right? Because you've never experienced a bitch actually fucking feeling you. You understand? It's niggas that call in and fucking talk about they fucked 100 bitches and never see them bitches ever again. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You guys literally, even the niggas that have a crazy body count, don't really know what it means to have a chick really feeling you, bro. You feel me? So what I'm saying is you need to spread that energy around because a lot of y'all niggas suffer from one-itis.
Right.
You feel me? Like y'all be putting when I hear the title of the show, y'all doing way too much to attract women. It's like y'all doing way too much for that one bitch.
Right. Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing way too much for that one bitch. Like spread it around, man. Like divide that energy so you could spit your game and campaign the different hoes, bro, and bring them in. So the ones that are feeling you could pick them out early and easy, right? So you know where to continue putting more of your energy into. You feel what I'm saying? But when a lot of cats they get one chick that might give them some head, or they get one chick that might want to talk to them, or they get one chick that returns their text in a timely fashion, so they think the bitch is feeling them. The bitch is not really feeling you, bro. She's just using you for attention. But because you got one-itis and you're not dividing your energy with different candidates for your attention, you feel like, oh well, let me do this. Let me put all the energy into this one chick. When she's really just using you for your attention and energy. That's why you got to spread it around. You understand? That's why we even talk about, dealing with multiple females and things like that. Because when a chick know that she dealing with a guy that got options, she is a little bit more, she's a little bit more discriminating, or she's a little bit more like, instead of being entitled, she's a little bit more appreciative of the energy that you do give her.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of guys, they don't spread it out enough. And so that's what I'm saying. You need to like spread that energy around and stop suffering from one-itis. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I don't think they're doing way too much. I think they're doing way too much with other men and pushing agendas that I think the problem is they don't really talk to women. They're in relationships with other men, with other content creators, with other people that try to spit the game and don't know any shit about the game. You know what I mean? They rather sit in front of the computer and watch another man tell them how to be like the other man versus teaching them how to be themselves. So when they get in front of a woman or get around a woman, they have no choice but to do way too much because the woman is running the whole game. Like you were saying, Miles, the woman is running as soon as she smells that he doesn't know what he's doing, she's running the game and he doesn't know what he's doing. So they're doing way too much by her standards. They're trying to fulfill her wants because they're not learning themselves. They're learning false information. They're learning tactics and gimmicks and word and phrases and all this goofy ass shit. Right. And then when they shadow box it from home, like I told you, I could beat Mike Tyson from home. I could knock him out in 5 seconds at home. You know what I mean? We all could beat Tyson at home. But when they get out in front of a woman, they have to do way too much because they have to prove themselves versus express themselves. See, you guys on the panel, express yourselves. You don't have anything to prove because you can back up everything you say, every movement, every text, every approach, every date, every hug, and every kiss. Where these guys, they can't do that. So they have to prove themselves and definitely do way too much, man.
Just to piggyback off what everyone said, I think it's important. I think everyone should reflect on like how they get the girl. How you get the girl is more important than actually getting the girl. A lot of dudes don't know, like, she'll fuck you for free. A lot of girls are out here fucking broke niggas, and they're using the tricks for money, resources, whatever they want to use them for, man. Like, I think it's way more rewarding just to get a girl off the strength of her liking you for you, and she has that like certain level of interest from you off the rip, rather than you have to jump through hoops. And I mean, like a lot of these girls is fucking niggas once, bro. Like I'm saying, like giving niggas pop in the Walmart parking lot because they smoked a blunt with them, like. And then you qualify and take on dates for the same person she gave you. Like, I want to know what price tag, like, do you guys put on it? Not y'all, but like the dudes out here, because like, pussy not worth nothing to me, man. It's free. It's God to get. I mean,
bro,
a lot of guys think they have to lease it or put a down payment or make a certain like threshold just to get like a little kiss, bro. When if she really likes you, she would have. My homie was smashing girls when he was homeless, bro, like in bushes and shit. I mean,
bro, these niggas is putting pussy on layaway.
Yeah,
bro,
man.
Look, bro, you said something very important. It's more so of how you got the girl than you getting the girl, but you have to have pride to think that way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't got no pride.
Right.
You know, they will compromise their standards, principles, and morals and integrity for some pussy. But are they really compromising that? Because they probably don't have none at all. So I don't know.
And also, man, I had a consultation with one of my homies, kind of, and he starts off the gate. He was using like his unemployment bread to like trick off and like give her a certain type of lifestyle. Then stop coming in. He's like, now, I used to be able to do a lot for her, and now I can only do what I can do. So I can't really treat her the way she wants to be treated. And I'm like, well, you kind of fucked up from the rip. I mean.
Right.
You presented her with a false lifestyle that you couldn't even maintain. You did that because you wasn't good with your money. So now she's expecting you to do a certain level of things that you wasn't able to do from the rip.
Bro, these niggas out here manufacturing attraction. That's what they're doing. Instead of using who you naturally are to get the bitch, these niggas are manufacturing shit. Okay. Right. And how you start is how you must finish. So, and as what you were saying earlier, Professor Rich, however you got the bitch, you got to continue to do that shit to keep her, or she gone.
Right. That's no talk. So what do you guys think about, because I feel like there's different schools of thought when it comes to game. You got some guys who will say, you could get girls just having good game, having a good mouthpiece. And then you have some guys that say, well, the way to get girls is you got to actually have looks, money, status, clout, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Or is it a combination of both? Is it because my thing is, I think that, there's a million ways to get a chick. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said on the last show we did a few days ago, I said how you get the girl matters. That's how I look at it. So the thing is, you could get a girl tricking, but you can also get a girl through, spitting game, having that mouthpiece. And the thing is that you're going to get two different outcomes. You feel what I'm saying? Based off of how you get the girl. You feel what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts on that? Like where you have some people who say, hey, you get the girl through game, and then you have others that say, well, you can only get the girls through like your money and status and all that other shit. So what's your thoughts on that?
I think it depends on what your end goal is. Because, some of these guys just want to get, like, bodies. So if you want to get bodies, I don't really think – I mean, if your intention is to get bodies, if you have stats and you use the stats to get the body, that's cool. Like, however you want to get it, you can get it. But some of these dudes want relationships. So if you use your status to get a relationship, you have to know she don't really – if you didn't have that status and that's all she's attracted to because you're a rapper or you're a YouTube sensation or whatever I think you got to separate your ego from why you got her. Because a lot of these dudes, they get bread and they think, oh, like she likes me for me. No, nigga, you was #1 draft pick for the NBA.
Right.
If you was working in Walmart, she probably wanted to look your way. So I think it depends on what your end intention is with the girl. That's how these dudes be wifing up these gold diggers because they thought they loved them for them when they just really wanted a quick bag.
Right.
I think that as far as getting, I everything y'all are saying, I can see what y'all saying, but when you really about the game, you ain't getting. They trying to get at you. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people will say, do the clothes and use your mouthpiece, but if you're mimicking somebody else's mouthpiece, when you get one-on-one with that woman, you're gonna fail. And it goes back to what are you? What do you bring, not to her table, but what do you bring to her, showing her that she should be investing in you, investing in your body, giving her pussy up to you. See, I don't want to get a woman, because getting a woman is like I can throw a rock, hit a fucking woman from anywhere. I can get a woman. We all can get a woman, excuse me. But what makes us unique is that we have a certain set of skills where women want to get with us. And that's the key thing that a lot of people don't know about the game. If all you got to do is, what did they say back in the day? You build it, they will come. Well, we have already built what we have, and we don't show off what we have or what we are. We just are what we are. So in order to get to that thing for a lot of these guys, they need to understand that, again, the game has nothing to do with women. But if it's talking about getting, they need to get with me. They need to prove themselves to me. They need to kill and slay the fucking Minotaur and bring the head to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro just to get my attention before they get my dick or my time.
Real talk. So we got John up in the spot. What's going on, John?
What up, John?
Not too much. How you guys doing?
What's up?
Chilling. So let me ask you real quick, John, since you just came in. So we was talking. So the title is doing way too much to attract women, and we were talking about like how you can simplify the game. So do you think that there are things that certain guys might be doing that they're going out of their way too much just to try to get a girl? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's funny. I was just dealing with this in my Discord servers. You know, these guys are giving their reports, you know, and they're talking about all these things that they're doing. They're like, I did this technique from this dating coach, and, you know, I did this escalation, and I said this, and I did push and pull, and I was cocky funny and all this stuff. Right. And it's good. I mean, it's good that they're practicing all this stuff, but what it came down to was I was trying to tell these guys, and they're not having results. And I was like, look, the thing is, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters how you say it and why you're saying it. And I was like, instead of being like, you know, because they're asking, well, how can I move the conversation to a sexual tone? How can I say something sexual and escalate it sexually? And I was like, look, all you gotta do, you want to simplify it down, is this. You just go practice in the mirror. I want you to practice saying, I want to fuck the shit out of you. All right. And I want you to practice that a bunch of times. And then I want you to practice saying that's a really nice dress you're wearing, while saying, I want to fuck the shit out of you. Right. Like, actually say the words, I want to fuck, or that's a pretty nice dress. That's a nice dress you're wearing. But in your mind, say, I want to fuck the shit out of you. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Because if you're conveying that, then it doesn't matter. You're having this conversation. You're saying all these things. You could be talking about whatever. It doesn't fucking matter what you're talking about. It matters what you're conveying. And when you're thinking about a thing, it's coming through in everything that you're saying, in all of your actions, and the way that you're projecting yourself. And that's as simple as it gets. That's as pure as it gets in my mind. Is that it's what you have going on inside. You don't need all the technical shit. You don't need all these complications. And when you're flowing from that place, you'll know what to do. You'll know what actions to take, because it'll all be congruent with what you got in your mind.
Right. Oh, he said something, and the operative word is energy. If you have sexual energy, the words you say, because he said it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. When you have that sexual energy, it's going to be conveyed in that way where she can feel it. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they just say shit. But they don't say it with intent or purpose. They just say it for the sake of saying it, and they hope that somehow, some way, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But when you really feel it, you just say it. And it doesn't matter if you get the girl or not. Okay, you're just saying the shit that's really on your mind, and she's gonna feel it one way or the other. As John was saying, she's gonna know. So whether she rejects you or not, it's cool. But you got it off your chest, and she knows.
Right. So guys, get the likes up, people. We got 200 people watching right now. We got 67 likes. Let's get the likes up. Also, make sure you guys call in 516-387-1224. Make that donation and call in. Appreciate Kelly for the $6 donation. Appreciate you. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is this: what are some things that y'all think that guys can do to to simplify their game, because like John was saying, is that it's that intention behind what you say, not necessarily just what you're saying. Because I think guys always like, what's the right thing to say? What's the right move to make? What's the next thing I should do? Should I call her back? Should I not call her this way? Like, if a guy, for example, let's say he's trying to just hook up. You understand what I'm saying? He's a young dude, 25, 26, whatever. He's just trying to hook up with some girls. What's the simplest way he could do that and just cut all the bullshit, cut all the fat? You understand what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that? Anybody could go with that.
All right, fuck it. The most simplest way to do it is it's so simple, it's complicated. And that is think it, do it. That's it. There's nothing else about it. It's the most easiest thing to do, but the hardest thing for most people, because they're not standing on their square. I always talk about that. You always got to stand on your square. Your square is a thing that's going to push you. It's your compass. It tells you what you need to do. As long as I stay in trust in me, if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. Where the problem is, they're looking at the end result. They go out of their house wanting sex. They go out of their house wanting a relationship. They go out of their house wanting a wife and all that, whatever they want. And that's the problem. Is think it, do it. You just have to do it, but also know what you're doing, because it's very simplified, but this is where it gets complicated real quick, because see, for all of us on here, we think it and do it. Why? Because no matter what we do, if it's putting it on a dove or making a smoke signal, we own it, we stand by it, we back it up, we fight for it, and we'll die for whatever we do because we believe in ourselves. So it's just like just turning on a light switch, but it's so simple to a lot of people. They just can't imagine it's that easy, man.
You know what I'll say real quick is that I think what's going to help out guys, like let's say, for example, you got a guy who's just trying to hook up, right? I think the thing that makes it complicated is that guys are trying to get a hookup by focusing, like Miles, you were saying, focusing just on one girl. So they're like, right. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, let me find the right thing to say to her, or let me find the right time to say it. Let me find the right time to make it happen. And then if it doesn't happen, they're like, well, let me try again. Let me call her back. You know, she flaked on me that the other day. And it's like, I think if guys would be, you know, have more of that abundance mindset and say, hey, I can go out here and find women that's going to want to fuck with me the way I want to fuck with them. You understand what I'm saying? And just keep it pushing when a girl's not giving them what they want. They'll actually have more success versus trying to find the best thing to say or the best thing to do and just focusing on one chick. And I think the lack of experience that men have when it comes to dealing with women causes them to focus on that one girl. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think a lot of guys, they want sex from women, but they don't know how to evoke sexual desire from women. And what they do is they figure if I can have her in my presence a bunch of times, eventually one of those times, she'll say and or do something to lead to the sex. Right. Okay, instead of you being a man and leading her in that direction on some puppeteer type shit, Geppetto and Pinocchio, like you puppeteering the situation. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing that, guys just say, well, I'll talk to her a bunch of times. Maybe one of these phone conversations, she'll say something, or one of these textathons, she'll say something, or one of these motherfucking 3, 4, 5, and 6 dates, she'll say something to give the impression that it's okay for me to finally go in for the kiss, or for me to finally try to get sex.
Look, you guys, and I'm speaking in the voice of the young non-believer. You guys say it's the easiest thing in the world, but how can it be easy when every woman doesn't say yes? You understand? So therefore, if I get here's the trick that they play on themselves. They say, well, I got one chick that returned my calls. I got one chick that returned my texts. I got one chick that's willing to be in the same place with me on Friday nights when I ask her to.
Right.
So therefore, I'm going to keep trying with her and put all my energy there because it seems as if she's telling me yes in some capacity.
Right.
So as long as I feel like she's telling me yes in some capacity, that's where I'm going to put all my energy. Do you understand? Even though she's really just playing me for my time, energy, and attention.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like Steve said. It's the most Easiest fucking thing in the world, as long as you understand that you're gonna hear no sometimes.
Right.
But you make it complicated when one chick gives you like some type of modicum of yes. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
There's
I think I don't want to say it's a shit test, but like I reverse shit test, man. Like I kind of set the like sexual tension from the rip. Like I don't wait 4 days or like the 10th date. Like she already kind of knows what my intentions are from the beginning. So like after that, you just kind of build the sexual tension and got it, bro. Like it's really not. Some of these guys only have like single digit body counts. Like some of these guys only have like 2 bodies. So like I get where they coming from. They just kind of need some practice, but once you kind of get the hang of it, and once you build the sexual tension, you stand up. What you want me to do? Take your clothes off. I mean, and then I don't think guys understand how much a woman enjoys a man who can properly lead her, whatever it is. If you lead her to the park, or if you lead her to the bedroom, or you lead in the section counter, man, you tell her turn around. You know what I'm saying? Take your bra off. Why? I want you to be naked when we do what we do. Oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I think,
bro, what you sorry, real quick. What you said just now was incredible, because I ain't even gonna lie to you. Sometimes I forget that shit. Like they're literally waiting for you to tell them, okay, get on your knees, suck my dick, take off your dress. Like sit like straight. I'm sorry, John, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a really good quote. It's by Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. He says, I would not give a fig for the simplicity this side of complexity, but I would give my life for the simplicity on the other side of complexity. And what this means is basically this, is that like you have simplicity here without experience and knowledge. And then when you have complexity, right, on the other side of that complexity is simplicity again. And that's the simplicity that's valuable. And that simplicity comes from experience and knowledge. And so it's like, if you ask, you know, a Major League Baseball player who's a good home run hitter, if you say, well, how do you hit home runs? He's like, well, you just go up there and you just swing the bat, and it's simple. You just hit a home run. You just like, right. But the reason why it's simple for him, and it is simple, truly, but it's because of the years of experience. It's the bats, it's the swings, it's the misses, it's that. And so for young guys that are looking for the simplicity of game, you have to go through the complexity first. There's no shortcut to this. There's no way, like we can tell you, oh, it's simple, just go out there and do it, because we're on the other side of complexity. But you have to go on that journey yourself. Now you can get some guides on that journey. You can get some help. That's why a lot of you guys are listening to us, is because we're kind of giving you the shortcut. We're giving you the path to follow, but you're still going to have to follow that path. You're still going to have to take all the swings. You're never going to go up there. As much as I can say, you just take the baseball bat and you just swing it really hard at the ball, and that's how you hit home runs. As much as we can tell you that, you won't be able to do it until you've gone and you've done the thousands of swings and you've struck out 1,000 times, and then all of a sudden that clarity comes, and then it becomes simple. But you have to go through that journey.
No, I don't want to go through that journey. God damn it! I just want to talk to one girl, tell her I want to have sex, and then she has sex. That's what I want to do. Fuck you guys and all of this complexity bullshit. I want complexity on the side of simplicity. I want simplicity on the side of simplicity. Okay, that's what I want.
Right, that's a lot of these dudes want.
No, John, that was some dope shit. Yeah, a lot of times you can't, because you can't explain everything. Not everything can be explained logically. You know, as you said, you just got to do it.
Right,
and you got to continue to do it and do it and do it.
Right.
So that was some dope shit right there.
Nah, facts. Shout out to Afi in the chat. Afi, I send you the link, so if you want to come through. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys donate and call in 516-387-1224, or leave your questions in the chat if you want to make that shit pop off. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, you got 6 guys that's gamed up on the panel. So this is the time for y'all to call in, leave your questions, all that other good shit. You feel what I'm saying? So do you think that a lot of these dudes, because like Miles, you were saying, a lot of these guys, they focus on one woman. They don't want to put in the work. You feel what I'm saying? And do you think that some guys don't believe that it could be so simple? Because you know, we get on YouTube, we teach these guys certain things, we tell them about certain things, because and it's weird because like I think to the audience it might seem more complicated than it is, because like you were saying, because we know how to do, you just tell the guy, hey, hit the bat and hit the ball and it'll be a home run or whatever, because you've done it so many times. Do you think that guys need to just come to terms with the fact that they actually have to put in work in order to get to the point where they can perceive this as more simple? You understand what I'm saying? What do y'all think about that?
I've always. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
I was going to say, I think when guys who aren't aware of like woman and game get sex too easily, they think that she's like a whore or a slut.
Right.
You know? Because they don't know that she wants to have sex as much or even maybe more than you do. So when they get it easily, oh man, like, nah, she didn't make me wait for it, so she's probably a hoe. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they psych themselves out.
Well, the psyching of, let me get on that. The psyching of themselves out is to add to what John was saying. I think these guys, they complicate it before it can actually become simple. Like they complicate it before it even becomes complicated. And what I mean is, based on what John was saying, is that like a lot of dudes mac by accident. And was it Boss Mac Locario?
Yeah, I think Boss Mac said that in the Game King.
He said that on the Game Kings documentary. Go fuck with that Game Kings documentary, nigga. Fuck out of here. That shit is so fire. So many quotables. Oh my God. But anyway, Boss Mac said niggas be macking by accident, right? So just like Professor Rich said just now, dudes get pussy easy. And then because they're still not even aware of how complex it is, their own emotions complicated before they could get to the real complexity, right? And what I mean by that is even before they get to the ass part, like when they get rejected, their emotions and their ego and their lack of experience fucks up all of their expectations on what dealing with women is about. You understand what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh my God, she said no. Oh my God, she wasn't feeling me. Oh my God, she flaked on me. And it's like, oh, so it's like they have a choice. Do I become MGTOW, black pill, incel, or do I continue to tackle the complexities and learn and build build my heart, build my mind, build my strategy, build my game till I get to the part where it becomes easy, where it's like, okay, chick A, yes, no, all right, chick B, yes, no, all right, chick C, yes, okay, yes, chick C, chick D, and so on and so forth. It really is that easy, but what slows them down and what complicates shit, even on the simple side, is the ego pain from rejection. And you understand what I'm saying? And like Rich just said, even when they get the pussy in their hands, they're like, oh nah, this bitch is a slut. Like, bro, when you a player, bro, when you a fucking player, you like, I swear, I don't even think about what a bitch is doing outside, bro. Like, because number one, I'm strapped up. You understand? So I'm not worried about I don't have no questions for her. I'm not worried about none of that shit. You understand? Because if we're gonna work on something for her to be my girl, all of that shit come later. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about you being a hoe. I'm not worried about all these things. So it's like dudes, they got bitches up on the pedestal more than they actually even think. Because it's like the pussy is already up on the pedestal, right? But then when I check in with my ego, it's like, well, that pussy better only be for me.
Right.
And you better only do this with me. And you better, like when you say something to a bitch and she say, I bet you say that to all the girls. And I'd be like, yeah, I actually do.
Right.
Because that's what I say to bitches. Like,
right.
and that really has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with me, bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you're not a player, if you haven't gone through the complexities, you don't know that type of shit. So you're always asking questions and worried about your ego, and that's what fucks shit up.
Miles, what's so funny? When you said that shit, I think it was all the girls. If a chick was sucking a guy's dick and she was doing it good with no hands, And he said, I bet you do this with all the guys. And she said, actually, I do. That motherfucker will lose his mind.
That's
fucked up.
Yo, when a bitch is doing something right in the bedroom, if I do have a question, and I never even ask her, but if I do have a question in my own mind, all I'm thinking is, how does she know this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she knows it, though.
Of course, I appreciate the fact that she knows it, but I'm like, bitch, you only 24. How the fuck you know about controlling your Kegels already, bitch? how you know how to suck dick this good? You're only 24. You slut. But I love it. I fucking love it. Keep doing what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. Now another cat with no experience, he'd be like, she sucked this dick too good. She must be a hoe. She must be a working girl. I don't trust this bitch.
Right.
Why would you trust the bitch in the first place? You should never trust the bitch. But you would only know that if you was a fucking player. But you're not. You're not.
Right. And see, I think that's interesting too, bringing that up, because I think part of the thing about making the game simple is understanding certain types of realities about the game. Because I think a lot of dudes, when when guys is talking about the body counts and I'm scared of a girl acting this way, and if she does, and I'm like, yo, just keep it simple. Just assume that what I'm saying. Like, every girl you messing with is messing with other dudes.
Yeah,
and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the reality. Like, if you're actually thinking about real stuff, this is what you gotta understand. You know what I mean? And it's just part of the game. You just gotta figure out how you want to deal with it, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. I tell all guys, man, until she proves you otherwise, just treat her like she regular. Because what they do is they put her on the pedestal before she even proves that she's worthy of anything. You know what I mean? And then they get the expectations so high, and then she comes short of the expectations before the movie even started. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
expectations are always the precursor to disappointment, especially when you're putting expectations on somebody other than yourself. You understand? Because when you have expectations for yourself, you can at least make an attempt to live up to your own expectations.
Right.
But once you put expectations on another person, and especially a bitch though, especially a female, somebody who's emotional, somebody whose faculties change from moment to moment depending on their own survival and what they think at the time and how they feel at the time. You're trying to put expectations on somebody like that, and I'm not even saying that to be negative towards women. Like, that's just facts. You understand?
No.
You trying to put expectations on a female, trust me, dog, you will be disappointed. Like, that is just, and that's another reality of the game. Like, some of these dudes, if a chick is cute, they're like, oh, well, she's good looking, she makes good money, so I'm gonna treat her different, and I'm a nigga. Stop the bullshit. She's first of all, she's a human being, so that means she's not perfect automatically. And number two, she's a female, dog. Ease up. Ease up.
Man, go ahead. You got it.
I was just gonna say, man, it be those ones that you was just describing. Oh man, she's cute, she got a good job, she responsible. Those be the ones that surprise you the most.
Yeah.
Like, those be the ones like, oh damn, like you check her history, she like, oh shit, like I know she was into that, my nigga.
Right.
Well, bro, this is my thing. Guys need to lower their expectations. Okay. All you can really expect is if the woman's actually receptive to you, that when you guys do deal with each other, she respects you. You know what I'm saying? She treats you with respect and she acts accordingly. But outside of that, and as y'all guys are saying, dudes will meet an accomplished woman. She has some degrees, she has this career, and they're already thinking of the next backyard barbecue they're gonna invite her to. Right. And they ain't even fucked yet. And it's like, come on, bro, slow down. Like, slow down. Trust me. Like, this, because I know, Lokari, you told one story where you was at a party and one of your homeboys had a chick come through that you smashed the same night. Right. You met her. Right. He dealing with her for a few weeks and he still ain't even got the panties on yet. Exactly. You know but he already got her to the barbecue and this is my new girl. Introduce her to the friend like she the shit. And you're looking at her like, I'm not going to tell the story if you don't. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's real talk. So what do you think about this comment from Nuclear Redfield? He said, when I use game, I could only get overweight and ugly women, never above. Your game is whack then.
That's
This is what guys don't understand. And this, you know what's funny? When people say when I use everything is game. All of it is game. Like, listen, if you paying a chick, if you pay women to have sex with you, that's still game. You just tricking. That's your strategy. You know what I'm saying? That's tricking game, right? If
life is game.
Right.
Going on a job interview is game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real.
You
got to have conversational skills to get hired.
Right.
You got to have social skills, people skills.
Right. So the thing is, if you're not getting what you want, all that means is that your game is weak. So you got to strengthen your game so you could, actually get what you want. You feel what I'm saying? But guys,
I'm just gonna say this, man. If you think about like drug dealers, all drug dealers are selling the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no right or wrong way to do it, but some are more successful than others, but they all selling the same product.
Right.
Why is that guy able to get more sales than you?
Right.
He's doing something different than you. Y'all,
right.
You just selling yourself, man. Like you using excuses, I guess, man. That's your problem. You must be attracting ugly and fat shorties, or you only must have shot your shot at ugly and fat shorties and set that standard for yourself.
Because that's what he said. When I use game, I only got over. That means you're approaching overweight women.
Right.
Yeah.
That says more about yourself than the women.
I was gonna say something about what Miles said about the expectations. I think this is important as well, which is that so what I always say is that expectations are what you have on other people and standards are what you have for yourself.
Right.
And that's the key. Is it's like, because I think guys get that confused all the time, is because you don't put expectations on other people, but you have a standard, and those are two different things, because it's where it goes, right? You can have the exact same thing, and in one instance it could be an expectation, but in another instance it could be a standard, because the expectation is something that you put on someone else, but the standard is something you have for yourself. Right. And so guys are constantly getting that confused, and they're putting expectations on women instead of having standards for themselves for the women that they deal with. And that's so key, because you will always get disappointed when you put expectations on people. But when you have a standard for yourself, for your life, that calls you to that requires you to perform at a higher level.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, if you look at what Miles was saying, I think a lot of guys need to go in this thing. For those listening to us, they need to go in this thing, and I'm gonna go off what Bulldog and Miles are saying. They need to go in this understanding this: every woman you talk to has more game on her pinky than you, and they own you, they know you, because like Miles is saying, you're worried about her values versus yours. Mm-hmm. You're worried about her beliefs versus yours.
Right.
You're worried about her principles, her character, her emotions, her habits, her personality, her goals, her interests, and all this other stuff. You put her above yourself. So the first thing you've got to get out of the way is you got to be honest with yourself and realize that the woman you're talking to has already met you before. And if you're, like I always say, if your pussy is tighter than hers, you're going to end up on her roster of driving her around, putting up her Christmas lights, being a shoulder to cry on, her dinner, or a bitch, or paying her rent. So y'all, a lot of these guys got to go in there. And I know, because everybody they listen to us, they get all excited. But y'all got to understand, motherfuckers on this panel, we believe in us. We don't believe in the bitch. And you guys believe in the women, but more than you believe in yourself. So please know, you gotta, before you go out and talk to these women, know that she has met you before, until you start making it about yourself.
Real talk. And shout out to Tariq with the $10 donation. Appreciate you, fam. And guys, the calling number is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Donate and call in. Don't be scared to call in. You feel me? And who said, Farshall said, how do we get women we want while being gentlemen and polite? Y'all be asking these funny ass questions, I swear to God. Oh my God. Listen. You can get women by being you, but if you're just asking the question of how do I get her by being a gentleman and polite, right? If you're trying to be something, then you're not being who you are. You understand what I'm saying? And therefore, it's going to be hard for you to attract, because you're not being authentically you. So it's kind of like they're not really getting to see the real you. This is why chicks don't like nice guys, because nice guys are putting on an act. You understand what I'm saying? They're doing what they think the girl wants to see and wants to hear. And when she can tell that you're that type of guy, she don't really want to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's like, this guy ain't really real about what the fuck he doing. See, this is what y'all gotta understand. I think some of y'all misconstrue or don't really understand when Steve says women have more game on their pinky than most of y'all dudes. Women know that all men want sex. You understand what I'm saying? They know this. So they know that because you want that, you understand what I'm saying? They know how to get a guy wrapped around their finger if he doesn't have game. You understand what I'm saying? And so if you're the type of guy who understands game, understands himself, understands his value, and also requires more from a woman than just sex, then that's going to flip it on her on its head, and that's going to make her acquiesce to you. Because this is the thing. In 502, we're going to get to your call in a second. This is the thing that you guys are going to understand. Women, a lot of times, like, let's say you meet a girl on a date, right? And she's interested in you. Like, you know, she's like, oh, this guy, I'm attracted to me. He seems kind of cool, right? She actually wants you to seduce her. You understand? She wants you to get her in those feelings so that she can submit to the situation. But if you don't have game, then what happens is that the opposite happens. She's like, damn, this guy was cute, but he's kind of lame. He kind of weird. And then that just turns her off. You see what I'm saying? So if you're able to, if you know how to, keep those things going and to cultivate those situations, things will pop off how you want it to pop off. But let's get to these calls real quick. 502 and then 310. 502, what's popping? Who's this?
Turn off their computer or whatever.
502.
And did you donate?
Oh yeah, and did you donate?
How to get attracted? Hello.
Yeah, what's popping? Did you donate?
Hello?
My brother, did you donate?
How do I donate? It's in the bio.
It's at the top of the chat. It's highlighted.
Okay.
You click on there and you go to PayPal or Cash App. All right.
Let me say something. This is why y'all niggas don't get no pussy.
So
because y'all can't follow simple directions.
Right. So I'm gonna hang up and then donate and call right back. All right. All right.
Damn.
You said donate.
Right. I said donate and call right back. But exactly what you was talking about.
No, these niggas can't. This is why they don't get no pussy, bro. They can't follow simple directions. Bro, it's simple. You've been saying that the whole. It says right there. It's going across. It's going to donate and call.
Right.
These niggas can't read. They can't follow directions. I mean, God. So how the fuck can you lead a bitch to your bedroom if you can't read and follow directions? Right. I just want to know.
Right. So guys, make sure you donate and then call. You feel me? Do I have to put the word "then" in there or something? Is that? Do I got to change that shit or something?
You gotta put first one ST donate, second 2 ND call in or some shit like that. You gotta like really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know.
Guys asking about being.
Oh yeah.
I said they're asking about being a gentleman and polite. They can't even donate before the call. I don't know.
Exactly.
How you feeling at that?
My whole fame, nigga, I'm better than you. Nigga, you might fuck around and be my son, nigga. Don't talk shit.
I'll say something about the gentleman and polite thing. I think, which is that, you know what, like being a gentleman and being polite, that can only come from you actually being a lion inside, like that's what you show people who deserve it. Like you're a gentleman, you're polite to a person, but that's not who you are underneath all of that. That's like a courtesy that you pay people who deserve that level of respect from you. But it means nothing if you're not ferocious underneath. Like if you're being a gentleman and polite because you're being nice, because you're trying to get people to like you, or you're trying to get a girl to like you, or because you think that's a proper way to behave, then it's meaningless. It's a restraint. Like being a true gentleman means that you have the power, yet you restrain from using the power. That is being a true gentleman, and that has to be present. If that's not present, then all of this is just bullshit. Like people will see through it. That's when you're being a nice guy. So that's the key, is that has to, underlying all of that has to be this idea that you're not a gentleman, that you're a beast, that you're a fucking animal, that you'll tear her fucking throat out. You see what I'm saying? But then you're not doing that, and that's what makes it so powerful. Like, but if it's not you, if you're just weak and that's why you're being a gentleman and being polite, then it doesn't give you anything.
Right.
All right, let's get to these calls real quick. Let's see if these guys the phone line's lighting up now. Okay.
There we go.
Guys, there we go. So 773, what's popping? Who's this?
Yo, Lokari, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
It sounds like there's a bunch of what's going on, King of Kings? We got 6 kings on the panel tonight, huh? Lokari, Miles, Zach, Steve, the Dean, John, Miles, and King Rich. How you doing, fellas?
What up,
brother?
Sound like Kelly Moore or somebody. Is that Kelly?
Yes, this is Kelly Moore. How you guys doing, bro?
Yeah.
What up, bro? Chilling.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, bosses. Hey, Lokari, I think the donation is tweaking again, bro. I tried again. I don't know what's going on. I think it's my shit this time. I just want to know.
It is your shit. You the only one having problems, nigga. It is your shit, nigga.
Well, go ahead. What's going on with you, man? What's going on? Because you moderating, so you good. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, I'm pretty fucking good, bro. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys doing well too, though, Lucario. There's one quick question, Lucario, because I'm gonna get straight to the. I'm just gonna get straight to the shit. There's a chick I've been dating for like a year and a half now, and I'm debating should I charge her ass to the game or demote her ass because of some shit she did last weekend. And like, but the thing is, because I've been dating this chick for a year and a half and like shit, and she's been submissive, she's been consistent, you know, she's been doing some shit. She's been kind of proving herself to me, kinda, you know, but. I'm not trying to get into it because of the length of it being a year and a half of us dating and shit, though. But my life is a drama-free zone. I personally don't give a fuck if you Scarlett Johansson. I decided I know exactly what the hell I want. I know exactly what the hell I want to do with myself. If a bitch got a problem with that, she can bounce. My life is a drama-free zone. She got dramatic as hell and did some shit last weekend, and it came to a point where, like, for me, the point is like this: if you're gonna be dramatic, that's totally fine. That's not in my world. Do that with another motherfucker. You're not gonna do that shit here. I personally don't give a fuck if you're Beyonce. If you're being dramatic or ain't being on the side of the bullshit, I'm gonna charge your ass quick.
What did she do?
The point is with me was that, like,
what did she do?
Go ahead.
Hold on. What did she do? What happened specifically?
Last weekend we had a Halloween party or some shit, right?
Right.
And I had to remind her twice while we was dating. I almost charged her ass. I had to remind her twice. Like, look, shorty, we just dating. You know, I'm seeing other women. I remind you twice already. I'm not going to do this shit a third time. You understand? If I do this shit a third time, I'm not going to manage it anymore. So, like, I went out at Halloween last weekend, and like she found out I went out and some shit like that though. And then she started like cussing me out over the phone, like, "Hey, I'm not gonna deal with you anymore, Kelly. I don't want to deal with you anymore." And the thing is that, and I'm glad I learned games from you guys too. And I learned it from you too as well, Stevie B. If a woman ever decides to walk out your life, let her fucking leave. I just told her, hey, look, I told you what this is, so if you want to leave, go ahead. Be my guest. See ya. Have a nice one. I ain't hit her up since it's been a week. But, you know, ever since I stepped my game up learning from you guys, I kind of learned that women are kind of predictable. Out of her, she was going to hit my ass back up. It's been a whole week, and she hit my ass back up yesterday saying, like, hey, how you doing? I got these pictures of you. You know, I think I miss you. Can I see? Like, I'm at the point, look, I understand it's been a year. You've been consistent. Most of the women I date. But I'm at the point that I just charge her ass after that shit.
Right. So what's your thoughts on that, guys?
Okay, let me say this. A couple of different things. You said you told her twice and you weren't going to do it a third time. The first time you verbally check her. Right. The second time there has to be a consequence.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the second time there has to be a consequence. You have to take action. Okay? Me, the cursing me out over the phone, that's a deal breaker. I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I can't fuck. I don't give a fuck how long we've been rocking. I gotta let you go. You can't curse me out because if you let that go, it's gonna happen again, bro. Even if you check her, and even if you put a consequence behind that, because you gotta remember, she disrespected you in more ways than one already. You know what I'm saying? So, she went from, okay, well, he don't like this, so let me try another level of disrespect over here. So all she's doing is testing your boundaries and shit, bro. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Right. Nah, I feel him on that.
Well, I guess the thing is, what? I'll go. Oh, I'm sorry, John. What you talking?
Nah. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Well, I guess the thing is with me, Zagan, was that the last time she did that shit to me after the second time a few months ago, I demoted her. You know, I ain't quit that for a month or shit like that. And she
wait, ho, yo.
If you want to make
hey, yo.
That's the only way you can make it up to mine.
Oh, Kelly,
nigga, did you just say that this was the second time?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. She's done. Now, you have another question because she's done. She's done. Do you have another question, bro? Because she's finished.
No, she's not because she's running.
No, that's it, Miles. I know you got other calls online. Just want to get a quick one on this one because I think she's here for the longest year and a half.
Not,
it is what it is, I guess. So.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. You said you've been rocking for a year, and you said this is the first time she did it, but then you just said the second time. I didn't believe you when you said that was the first time she did it because that don't come out of nowhere out of a year and a half. I mean, so I feel like she probably was slightly doing smaller things, or she did something similar, and you let it rock, and now she feels comfortable to do it again. I mean, I don't think you checked her from the rip. Like, I don't think you said you demoted her. I don't know what that means in your world, but like, I think she.
Well, hey, Professor, think about this. When she called him back, what did he say? He let her back in. He didn't even check her fucking ass on that point. He was happy to hear from the bitch.
Yeah. So.
Right. So yeah. So Kelly, just charge your ass to the game and keep that shit pushing. You feel me? All right, man. Well,
I got you.
We gotta take a few more of these calls, brother. Y'all. All right, man.
All right, be safe, bro.
Oh yeah.
Be safe. Peace.
Yeah, no problem, y'all.
That nigga should have called in with 2 questions because
he's like, let's go to 971 and 310 and 732 and 470. 971 was popping. Who this? 971. Going once.
Can you hear me, Mr. Lokari?
What's going on, bro? Who's this?
Oh, hi, Mr. Lokari. Simple question.
Wait, hold on, sir.
I'm looking.
Hold on. Did you donate?
Yes, I did. And actually, I'm using a V1. I don't know if you got it, but yeah.
All right, appreciate it, bro. So what's going on with you, man?
So my question is, how do you properly check a woman and not look like insecure? Like a simple situation. I took her to the beach. We were walking on the beach, and for some reason my voice sounded feminine, and she kind of mimicked my voice, right? And right away, I should have known what. I should have said, "Excuse me," I said something.
Hold on, your phone is going. Hold on, your phone is going crazy. So I'm ask the question real quick, and then we gonna answer the question. So what's the question? You said, how do you check a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, how do you properly check them?
Properly check them of masculine and needy.
Okay.
So coming up needy.
Okay. So all right. So we're gonna answer your question. All right. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right. So how do you check a girl without coming off? He said needy. All right. So what's that?
Let me go and take this. Why are you worried about how you coming off? This is what kills me about y'all motherfuckers. If a dude disrespects you, you be ready to fight him. But if a bitch disrespects you, you trying to figure out how to handle her like porcelain. Don't ever do that again, okay? But if it's a dude, you be ready to wrangle that motherfucker's neck. What's wrong with y'all motherfuckers?
No. Let me no. I kind of understand what he's saying because I think a part of what he's saying is like because sometimes you can try to check a bitch, but sometimes niggas be like a bitch checking a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that they argue with a bitch.
Right.
Like they check the bitch, like they tell her, hey, what you did here is unacceptable. And if we see that again, we're gonna have problems. Right. They let the bitch say something else. And then they go with the back and forth shit.
Right.
I think the best way to answer his question is to say, don't, after you check, like speak very calmly, speak very assertively, and never argue. And if she chooses to argue, the check has to escalate to a charge. That's what it is. Because, like, who said it earlier? That my life is a drama-free zone or some shit like that? Is that what Rich said?
No, that's what Kelly was saying.
Oh, Kelly Moore. Right. That nigga was lying through his fucking teeth. But anyway, arguments is disrespect, really. You understand what I'm saying? Right. If she really wants to like question something and debate something, she has to know exactly how to come back and say it. But that argument shit, like, no, because da-da-da-da, and you know how black bitches get that neck shit. and they be doing this.
I'm really disturbed. That was too perfect.
Yeah.
That was too perfect. I'm really fucking disturbed.
And they be doing this shit like No boo-boo. No boo-boo. If I want to wear weave, I'm going to wear weave. Fuck what you saying. See, all of that shit, that's straight disrespect. So you need to charge the bitch. So in order to answer his question, and he also said to feeling, without looking needy, be ready to leave her. You have to be ready to leave her. That's because remember, if you have to charge a bitch, then that means she is showing characteristics that is not is not valuable to the relationship. And once she begins to show qualities or characteristics that are not valuable to the relationship, that means you have enough reason to end the relationship at any given point. You understand? Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to see needy, just always be ready to lose a bitch. Because remember, she's never your girl. It's just your turn.
All right, so let's get to 310.
Yeah.
310, what's popping? Who's this?
Hey, how you guys doing, man? Big fan of the show, Lokari. How you guys doing? I'll be brief.
Chilling. What's popping with you? Did you donate?
Yes, I did, sir. I donated 5 bones tonight, and I donated 5 bones on the last show. But the show ended before I can call in, so it's all good. Though I just want to be. I'll be real quick, but yeah, Armias, I just you know what I mean? 310. So just donated.
Yeah, we got it. We got you. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. All right, so basically, hey man, shout out to Miles, man. Both Lokari and Miles. What you just said was so powerful, man. As far as charging the bitch, and I just wanted to say that I ain't gonna lie, man. I went through some things about a couple years ago dealing with my ex, all that boo-hoo bullshit, and I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a market for motherfuckers who want to just get back with their ex bitch, not get a better bitch, just get back with the ex bitch. And I'm really not respecting that shit. And I really liked what Miles is saying, man, in terms of just charging the bitch. She didn't do this, you charge her. You don't do it, she charge her. You did it, you charge her. And you're right, because I believe, and I can still go get that. That bitch hit me up not too long ago, and I thought to myself, I've done so much self-improvement and that, why go back to the ex bitch? And so I just wanted to reiterate, Locario was saying, nigga, why would you go back? I feel y'all, because quite frankly, the bitch will never forgive your ass, regardless of all this back and forth y'all talking about. It all comes down to the refusal to charge the bitch to the game. And now I'm doing better. I feel better, self-improve, all that stuff, man. But I just want to tell you guys doing God's work. And for the most part, man, the lack of you not wanting to charge your ex bitch is just you not wanting to get at new bitches, period. That's all that dumbass shit is. And the lack of options for a nigga. Scarcity mindset, all that shit. So I concur, doctors. Charge the bitch to the game as soon as there's no cooperation. That's it. And the whole gimmick on the ex-girlfriend, but fuck all that shit, dude. And I truly, in conclusion, getting your ex back, I think, is only for the bitch. You only hear a bitch whining about getting her man back. You don't really hear this about behind niggas. Niggas go get another bitch quickly, very quickly. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of reiterating what y'all niggas already know, what y'all have already been preaching. It's like, why would you go back? It's like shattered glass. Once milk goes spoiled, my nigga, the milk doesn't come back to life. It's over. Right. You know what I mean? So that's all. I just want to reiterate. Yeah, I just want to reiterate that. God bless y'all. God bless Miles. K Zaga, that's real shit, my nigga. Like, if you have to fake who you are to be with that bitch, you ain't shit, my nigga. Facts. Regardless of how much pussy she giving up. And I'm dealing with that. And I'm dealing with that, just witnessing that with my friends, my brother. They're all settling, my niggas. They're all settling for the bitch they got. Right. You dig? So I kind of feel, that's all. But I just wanted to reiterate reinforcement of what you guys are already saying, all right? Much love to you guys. Fuck the ex bitch. Always go to the new. Ain't nothing like new pussy to cure everything, dude. So yeah, much love to you guys, man.
Facts. We gotta give him a hand clap for that one. Guys, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. That was crazy. Okay, so let's go to 732. All right, 732. What's popping? Who's this? 732. What's going on? 732 going once. Okay, he hung up. All right, 773. What's popping? 773. What's going on?
Hey, what's good, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. What's going on? What's good with you?
Hey, what's up, man? It's John from Chicago. I spoke to you maybe like a few weeks ago.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. Did you donate though? Did you donate?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro.
Jump in the Cash App.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate it. What's going on with you, man?
All right, so here's my Here's my thing. I was talking to you about, getting older. I kind of like, was out of the game for about 7 or 8 years, and I came out and thought it was like, a whole new world. And you gave me the advice, to go out and start, chopping up with more women and kind of, almost like jumping in the pool, getting my I guess improv with women skills back up or whatever. Been, it's been hit or miss. It's been a while, but what I wanted to ask was, I'm in the burbs now. I'm originally from the city of Chicago, but I'm in the burbs. I'm around mostly, most of the women who are my age. I'm 30. I just turned 34. Are like married or shit like that. But it's a lot of younger women, like 24, 25. And, I talk to them and chop it up with them, but I don't know. They always kind of throw me into like the mentor or older brother, not older brother, but like a, I don't want to be like a creepy ass nigga or like how they think of it, being 34, talking to a woman that's 23, 24.
No.
I see other dudes that I know that can pull it off.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I know y'all already.
I'm like, what am I doing?
John can have it first. I'm gonna jump on right up to John because I got something to say about that.
John, ready to go in? Go ahead, John.
I'll tell you. The girls that are in their 20s, they want a guy that's in like 35, 40, 45, maybe even up to 50. That's who they really want.
Facts.
Now I'll tell you this. Like the part that you're correct is that they may not want to be seen with around their younger friends, around a guy that's a lot older, just because of the social, but trust me, that's who they want. Like, you get way more tail in your late 30s, younger than you will when you're in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, you shouldn't even be going after those girls because you're not going to get them. But when you're in your 30s, 40s, yeah, then it's fair game, and you're going to have a lot more success because those women are constantly looking for grounded men who know who they are, who have experience, okay, who have money, who have been successful in life, right? And your competition is very, very thin. Because I don't know if you look around, but look at the guys that are your age, okay, that are like, let's say 35 or 40 in that range. They're most of them haven't taken care of themselves, okay? They're overweight, all right? They don't look good. They haven't taken care of their skin. They're not making money. They're not doing anything with their life. You know what I mean? And so you're so those girls that are looking for your demographic, which is the highest valuable demographic of men, there's not a lot of choices. So you're a prime candidate, but how you perceive the interaction is how she's going to perceive it. So if you go up to a girl that's in her 20s and you're feeling like you're creepy and like you're like this older mentor type of guy and it's weird, she's going to feel that weirdness from you, and that's how she's going to perceive it, right? But if you're just up there just like, this is natural and this is normal, then that's how because she's looking for you for guidance. You see what I'm saying? She does want to see you as the older father figure, the mentor. That women are always looking for a man that's better than them. They're always looking for that leadership, that father figure. So you have to show her and tell her what the interaction is, not let her tell you. So you got to project that. Whatever you project, that's what she's going to see.
Right.
So let me say this: how you pursue women is indicative of how you see yourself. The reason why you feel that way is because you're saying things to them along those lines. Okay, if you were wanting to have sex with them and you sexually desired them and you spoke to them in that fashion, then they wouldn't look at you as a mentor. You give me great advice on how to get guys my age. But I wouldn't be surprised if you give them advice on how to date other guys. You know what I'm saying? You should be more focused on bringing them to your bed instead of helping them get another guy in their bed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's what's going on, but
one thing that messed me up, John.
Yeah.
Now go ahead. Caller, what were you saying?
I was saying one thing that kind of was weird about my upbringing was, I'm the youngest out of I'm 34. My oldest brother is 55. So I was always around grown people. So I guess I kind of matured too fast. And even when I was 20, 19, I was dating, grown women. So people, even though I was the same age as them, they looked at me as like the OG kind of dude growing up in college and everything. So now in my 30s, I'm actually a lot less uptight in my 30s than I was in my 20s. I was like the dude that's in my 20s that was running shit. Now I'm like, okay, I want to have fun now. Which is, you know, I'm finally making a good salary and chilling out.
Yo,
then
caller.
Like, okay,
caller.
Young people, because I didn't grow up around young people.
Hold on. Go ahead, Miles. Go ahead.
Caller, I need you to never use the word creepy again, ever. Ever. Creepy is a word made up by women who, when they find a man that she's not attracted to, she comes up with an excuse and she calls it creepy.
Right.
Okay? Creepy is a female word. Do not ever use that fucking word to describe yourself ever again, even if it's a fucking hypothetical. Don't use the word ever again. You understand what I'm saying? Because if a dude that a bitch is attracted to comes up to her and says, yo, I want to fuck the shit out of you, she'll be like, okay, what you doing tonight? You know, you give me my number? But if a dude that she's not attracted to says this shit, she's like, oh my God, this guy is so creepy.
Right.
He's not creepy. You're just not attracted to him.
Right.
But instead of just saying you're not attracted to him, you're gonna call him creepy, because when you say the word creepy, you invite social opinion. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh my God, this guy, he's almost 40 and he's like talking to me and I'm like 20 and that's like so creepy. No, because just like John was saying, these young bitches love experienced dick. Okay, but they just gotta be attracted to you, and them being attracted to you at the end of the day is, you know, it's up to you. It's up to you how you carry yourself, how you run your game. But that creepy shit, don't buy into that shit, bro. There's no such thing as creepy on the man's side, because bitches want dick. If anything, they're the creepy ones, because when they're feeling you, the type of nasty fucking shit they do, it's. Now, I love when they do it to me. Don't get me wrong. But on objectively speaking, it's disgusting. And it's creepy. It's very fucking creepy to come to a man's house at 2:30 in the morning and suck his dick until he nuts and then swallow his children. And don't even spit. She don't even wipe her fucking mouth. She just licks it all up. You disgusting, creepy bitch. Don't you ever call me creepy. Ever. Okay, so that's what I want to say to you, bro. Don't use that word ever again. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Because I always talk about this. Your language.
I appreciate how you guys, man.
No, listen. Let me finish. Yo.
I'm putting him over a second. Go ahead, Miles.
I'm just saying, guys, I just want you to understand that the reason why I harped on this is because, again, your language dictates a lot about what you're really expressing. Yes. And when you use words like that, you're expressing negativity towards, you know, masculinity and masculine desires. Don't do that. Don't ever look at yourself as wrong or bad or creepy because you want to have sex with a woman of any age. As long as they're fucking legal based on the rules of your country or in the state, you're fine. You understand? Fuck all that other shit. Once a bitch hit 18, it is all good. And in some states, she could be 17 and it's all fucking good. As long as you're within those boundaries, you're fine. Don't ever be thinking negatively about your own desires, man. Ever.
And I'll tell you one other thing that guys your age like make mistake. And I'll tell you, this is the key thing that most guys that are older make this mistake. Do not try and blend in with the younger guys and girls. Okay. So for example, when you go to the bar, all right, like if I go to a bar and I order a drink, I order a scotch. Okay. I don't get a vodka tonic or some bullshit like that. I order a Macallan 12-year and I get a double neat. Okay. Now, when I do that, and it doesn't matter if I'm hanging out with you, they're like younger people are like, oh, that's weird. What is that? What's a scotch? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
That's what I order because I'm a man. Okay?
Right.
Sometimes they look at my shoes and they're like, those look like loafers. I'm like, those are fucking $500 Pradas. And
what are those?
You know what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying? It's like, but if you're there, if you're at the fucking nightclub, okay, and you're 35 and you got your hat backwards and shit, and you're wearing fucking jeans and whatever kind of fucking shit that college kids wear, and you're trying to party with them and do some fucking beer bong and fucking whatever kind of bullshit that they do. That now you're gonna look like a fucking weirdo, okay? Because you're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to be showing that, like, you should differentiate. You should stand out, okay? Right. Like that is a man over there, okay? These are kids over here, okay? So that's what's key. Is like so many guys. The reason why they're getting that kind of reaction from younger women and younger people in general is because they're trying to go over there where the college kids are hanging out, and they're trying to blend in and be like a college. You're not a college kid. You're a fucking man. So act like a fucking man. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going to set you apart. But if you make that mistake of trying to blend in there, or trying to like win her approval, or be like her and order what she orders, or like go to the places that she wants. No, you take her to where do you want to go as a man? What do you know what I mean? Not the place where you think she wants to go. You take her to fucking you want to go to live theater, go take her to live theater or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like what you want to do, because you're sophisticated, because you have experience, because you know who you are, right? That's the biggest problem that older guys make, is they're trying to blend in with the younger kids.
Right. Nah, real talk. So
and just to piggyback on that, man, I'm 25, so I can vouch what John said. What everyone said is facts, man. Like girls my age, they love a culture motherfucker like that can teach them about like art and wine and sophisticated like seasoned shit that they not gonna learn from dudes my age unless they had their time. You know what I mean? So use that to your advantage and don't psych yourself out. The way you talking right now, I don't know if you're tired, bro, but you don't really sound too confident in yourself. And I feel like you already put yourself in a mental zone of you coming off like a weirdo to the girls, and that energy projects when you're talking to a woman. So she like, what's up with him? Like they're like, she's gonna get like a weird vibe from you. So
take her ass to a fucking I
try to sound more lively, but I just have like a sleepy sounding voice for some reason. I don't know. I've tried to maybe I should go see a speech therapist or something, but
I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, though, and I think what the main thing you got to take from this entire thing that we're telling you is don't follow what you think the girls want from you. You do what you do, and then you bring them into your world. That's a. I was gonna say that. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, and John is right. That's the problem with a lot. I see this a lot of times with older guys trying to deal with younger women. They're trying to get into the younger woman's world instead of bringing the younger woman into their world, which is what the younger woman is looking for anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you're trying to assimilate in her shit instead of having her assimilate into your shit.
Right.
Okay. You're not leading. Once you do that, you're allowing her to lead, and you basically say, I'm going to follow you because I want you, and in order to get you, I got to do something that you think is cool of me to do for you because of you. And that's not no man shit.
Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, man. Well, appreciate the call, my brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Right,
shout out to Bulldog Mindset, man. You, along with a couple other guys, y'all got me into programming without having to go back and get a computer science degree. So appreciate that. Shout out to everybody else. Appreciate everything y'all do.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right.
I got dipped though, guys.
All right, I feel you, man. Appreciate you coming through. So, guys, we're gonna Professor Rich, before you go, tell everybody where they can find you doing all that, because we about to end this in like 10 minutes anyway. But go ahead.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Club channel on YouTube, and at the Real Professor Rich 2 on Instagram is my new Instagram profile. Like always, y'all, appreciate you having me on, man. Just keep on listening to what these guys are saying, bro. They never steal you wrong.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. I'm holla.
All right, peace, Rich.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Right. So, guys, you got another 10 minutes to call up. The calling number is 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. And see on the bottom, we got it scrolling. It says first donate and then call. You feel what I'm saying? So just so you guys know, you feel what I mean? I don't get it. Don't get it twisted. You feel what I'm saying? Let me shout out to the people who donated. Appreciate everybody that donated. Shout out to Kelly with the $6 donation. Edsky with the $5 donation. Shout out to Miguel with the $10 donation. Shout out to Brandon with the donation. Also, shout out to Tariq again with the $10 donation. And shout out to Ermias with the $5 donation. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. So let me get this last call right here. 862.
Shout out to Brandon with the donation.
Bro,
turn off your computer.
862, turn on your computer, 862. I'm gonna put you on hold. 862, I'm gonna put you on hold. Turn on your computer, and then I'm gonna put you back on the line. All right. So 862.
All right, you can hear me?
I get you. What's going on? What's popping? Who's this?
Hey, this technique, man. Hey, man. First of all, shout out to the guys. Shout out to the game. You know, giving top game, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate what y'all doing, man. But yo, man, listen, man. I got a bone to pick, man.
Oh Lord, here we go. First of all, before you pick the bones, did you donate?
Of course I did, man. It should be last minute 90 on Cash App.
All right, cool.
$2.
So what's popping with you, man?
Listen, but it's not even with y'all, man. It's with homeboy on Twitter that paid $150 for a date and didn't even get to smash. Didn't even get to smash. Ain't you the one that did the video on that Lokari?
Yeah, so
one that said, I support nice guys getting taken advantage of.
Right.
Miles would have came from the fourth dimension and said, stop tricking. He would have said, you should have put the flavor in her ear and flavor in her eye. Instead, you let the chef put the flavor in her food and thought that was going to apply to you. Newsflash, it did not. That man, K. Zagan, said, do not put a down payment on the pussy. And what did you do? Exactly that. And that man, John Simons, would have took the expense report, the monthly expense report, that little measly ass $150 and said, that's a loss, sir. Listen, you need to go on ahead. You need to go on ahead, take them flow flowers you bought, put them on your gravestone because that situation is done. The situation's done.
Thanks.
But I just wanted to show, listen, man, I'm supporting y'all guys. I appreciate all the video content that y'all that breaking down. Y'all really, really helping these guys. Y'all really helping everybody else. I ain't gonna hold y'all for too much longer, man. Hey, if y'all doing the email show tomorrow, I think, or maybe tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll probably tune in, man. But hey, thank y'all for
Tuesday.
Professor Rich, of course. Y'all have a good night, man. Tuesday. Well, hey, I'm there. Hey, K. Zagan, keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate the last live stream you just did. What was it? Yesterday, the one that Ossie Keenan just came on. So I see y'all boys. I keep killing it, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
All right, peace.
Yeah, that was dope how he took all our different styles and
yeah, it was.
That was dope. I like
it. He pays attention to the content. You feel me? So yeah, so guys, we about to end this shit because we ain't going all night and fucking, it's that moment. But but listen, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We had we got 350 people watching. Make sure you guys like on the way out. Appreciate everybody sending donations. So everybody, y'all can shout out all y'all channels and how they can get to you guys before we head about it.
Miles in the game on Instagram and Miles Cunningham YouTube channel, and get on the Bad Boy membership to get that Game Kings documentary, baby. You feel me? Too many quotables, all right? Too many quotables.
Facts.
Oh, hold on. Plus, go to Teespring to get your mugs. I'm God to these hoes mugs. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah.
Get that shit cracking. Steve, you go.
Yeah, the man mindset at gmail.com, guys. Y'all got the new. Just go there. If you're new there, just go to the free starter kit. We have a lot of information. Show you everything from cooking, cleaning, fucking, eating pussy, and being a man.
That's what's up.
All right. Hey, KZakin20 on YouTube, also on IG. People have been asking me about shirts. That's on pause for a moment because the logo probably gonna change. The website coming, the book, everything coming. Just be patient. I'm gonna get all that shit together for y'all. That's it.
All right.
Go to bulldogmindset.com. There'll be a little pop-up. Ask if you want to take the Bulldog quiz. Of course you do, because you want to know what your Bulldog score is. So go ahead and take the quiz, 10 questions, and I will tell you your score from 0 to 100. Then I'll send you some emails to help you raise that score and to man the fuck up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And so, guys, make sure that you guys check out badboymembership.com. You feel what I'm saying? Also get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audio book. Go to mrlocario.com to get your copy today. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys follow all of us on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at @realmrlocario. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in, staying up with us is late. You feel me? And we will holler at you guys later. All right. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We are gone.